For a game that came out over a decade ago, I believe Dragon's Dogma was way ahead of its time. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it is one of my favorite RPGs that you should also definitely experience once. The basic premise of the story is that a dragon, unseen for many years, attacks your village. You try to fight him, but obviously you fail. The dragon then steals your heart, marking you as an Arisen. Your destiny is to go fight the dragon and get your heart back. Yes, it's a very cliche starting, but there's more to the story, and for obvious reasons, I don't want to spoil it. The story isn't the most perfect. It definitely has some plot holes here and there, but it still makes for a great narrative, especially with all the twists towards the end. When it comes to character customizations, there's actually a lot of options to choose from. I love that your physical body type will have an impact on your gameplay. For example, if your character is short and thin, you're faster, consume lesser stamina when sprinting or climbing enemies, but you can't carry as much load. If you're a heavier character, you won't get knocked around easily, can pin down enemies better, and you can carry more load. Every Arisen has their own pawn, which is your in-game companion. You can customize them however you like as well. You also get to choose your and your pawn's vocation, which is basically the character class. In the beginning, you can choose from 3 different vocations. You have your fighter, strider, and mage. You can level up your vocation and unlock skills that can be used to further customize your playstyle. As you advance in the game, you'll get more vocations available as well as more skills and passive abilities. Now, before I get into more details, let me tell you that the game is janky. And honestly, at the end of the day, it is a decade old game that was hit by massive budget cuts, so I'm not complaining. As for the combat, it feels clunky at times, but it's not too bad. The game definitely has one of the best monster and boss mechanics that I've seen. You can play the game however you want. You can literally climb monsters to attack weak spots. A mage can stay back and use spells that monsters may be weak to, or even buff party members with weapon affinities like fire or ice. While a fighter class can take more of a head-first W gaming approach, weapons and armor can be looted or bought and can later be upgraded at shops. The pawn system plays a very crucial role. Shortly after you progress the main story and meet your main pawn, you'll also be given access to a rift stone. Here you can rent out an additional 2 pawns, and depending on your online connectivity, the pawns could actually be created by other players. How you set up your party is going to determine how you approach different fights. Make sure you're constantly switching out your rented pawns so they can match your current level. You don't have to worry about your main pawn as they will level up with you. One of the coolest things is the pawns actually learn from your behavior. They will observe how you approach different fights and implement accordingly. The world is amazing. It is an open world game, so you're free to explore wherever you want. But you're going to be traveling on foot quite a bit. It does get tedious at times, and without spoiling much, I'll say that fast travel does exist in the game. It just doesn't function the same way you'd expect it to. I didn't really mind all the walking around because it really did give me a great sense of adventure, although having a mount would have been nice. The day and night cycle in this game is the best I've ever seen. When it gets dark, it gets dark. It is scary because you genuinely can't see anything. Your lantern is all you have. It gives just enough light to see what's in front of you while also keeping you unaware of anything that might be lurking in the darkness. Another thing you'll notice is, as the day gets darker, so do the monsters you face. As for the quests, it will involve anything from killing beasts to exploring dungeons or even escorting NPCs. Apart from main quests, you have notice boards where you can pick up additional side quests. There is very limited hand-holding in this game, which may lead to initial frustrations. The game requires a lot of patience. You will need to spend time to figure things out. The game easily has 30-40 hours worth of content, and if you're left wanting more, you can delve into the depths of Bitter Black Isle in the Dark Arisen DLC. I truly enjoyed playing Dragon's Dogma. I've actually played it twice. I feel like it is one of the most underrated RPGs out there. If you're someone who enjoys RPGs with a dark high fantasy setting, unique combat, and doesn't mind the outdated graphics, you're surely going to love this game as well. It is also the perfect time to play it as the sequel of this game was announced and is expected to release sometime in 2024. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'm also always open to game recommendations, so comment your favorite game that I should play next. Thank you for watching.